What it do? This your host Big Worm on Cityspeakspodcast. What it do? This your host Big Worm on Cityspeakspodcast, and today I'm sitting with my guy Gitt Fai. How you living, bro? How you doing?
What's happening? I'm good. Good as I can be right now this time.
I want to get straight into it. I put a IG post up saying, can Tampa's crank or joke music be as big as drill music was in 2013 from Chicago? Mm-hmm. And you answered. Yeah. You answered with that song going crazy over East with Tay Bay, bro.
Going at the head with this one.
Let's jump into that. How that came about?
Really, how it came about was shit. I just hit. I was on Tay Bay Live one day, and he just singing two step. Mm-hmm. Like just going, but he kept saying the tag over and over, like Gitt Fai on the way, yeah, and shit like that. So he was like, send me some shit, bro. So like the next day, I called him and was like, hey, trust me on this one. I'm finna send you some shit. Just trust me. Don't think about it. Just trust me. I sent that bit, and then like that day, he went to record that bit and send it back. Yeah.
You do a lot of production for Tampa artists. Is that that's important to you? Is that something you?
Yeah, it's really important to me because I really like take our scene or the artists in our scene as serious as I do artists elsewhere. You feel me? Like I listen to Tampa artists just like anybody. Like Oso, I was just listening to Oso before I came. You feel me? I listen to Judge G, like he a big artist. Like different people in the city, like Rodwave, Doodle. You know what I'm saying? Different people, like I really have them. So I want everybody else to really, you know what I'm saying, have that same feeling about them people. So yeah, it's like real important to me.
Do Tampa artists need to come to you? Or do you want them to come to you? Like you should.
I want them to come to me. The streets be telling me that's the thing I hear that you got to come to Fai to get a hit. You know what I'm saying? Come to Fai if you trying to do something. But shit, really, I'm just working hard to to be in that position. You know what I'm saying?
But
like I don't really focus on that.
That's all right. You got out the gate, bro. Like when you look up Gitt Fai, you got some big names and production. You got the Poor One, Danger by Youngboy, Calabasas got taking trips. That's my shit. That's my shit. How I feel for your work to be. What before we get in that, what was your first big production from a big name artist?
It was some shit from Shawty Low.
Back
like 09, 2010. It was like, I think it was AJ little brother on the song with Shawty Low. Like Lil Breast. Yeah. Like Lil Breast is here, fresh. I'm pretty sure Shawty Low was on that song. Yeah, it was that one.
Dude, what did it how did you feel when you got that knowledge of a big
just
artist?
The fact that a big artist was like, well, somebody, like
Shawty Low was big.
Yeah, he was at that time he was hot, you know what I'm saying? So just that, like, it gave me a little confidence, you feel me?
Like you can do this.
Hell yeah. So then, like, when the next time a big artist got on my track was Youngboy, like the Poor One. Mm-hmm. And that just, like, really, it confirmed what I already believed. Like, I've been like, man, my shit hot, like, I'm hot, like, I'm good.
That just
like,
gave you that stamp.
It gave me, like, it really improved the other people, like, you know what I'm saying? Made it not seem like I was crazy, you feel me? Like, this nigga ain't just talking, he actually might be on the
You got the proof in the pudding. I showed y'all I can do this.
Yeah.
How did the Rodwave connection come? You know, that's Tampa, St. Pete, that shit right there. So it's like,
yeah, really, that came from I produced a song for Von Really, my boy, Free Von Really. He doing a little time right now.
Yeah, free my boy.
Yeah, but he did a song with Rodwave, and I produced it. And then,
that's the one they was in the studio going crazy. Yeah.
And, he worked with his people and like, yo, my boy make the beat. And they was familiar with the Youngboy shit. And his manager actually had heard of me before, like on some other shit. So, we made that happen. They asked me to send some shit in, like some big shit, stadium sounding shit. And that's how that came back.
How did that phone call feel when they hit you? Like,
crazy. And it was just cool at the time, like, cause that was like how I said I be listening to artists like locally. He was just a St. Pete artist I was listening to at the time, like, you know what I'm saying, a local artist. So he wasn't even like as big as he is now. It was like right before he blew. You know what I'm saying? That project PTSD right before Ghetto Gospel, before he blew up for real. So, but still, even at that time, it was like, damn, that's like I'm ready to work because this nigga raw. You know what I'm saying? He had the potential to blow, and I feel the same way about the artists I'm working with now in the city. Like they right there before that step.
Do you have some production out here we don't know about?
I got. What you mean, like as far as
like bit name that we don't know that's Gitt Fai on there?
Yeah, but it's like some legal shit behind that.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Yeah,
next question.
Yeah.
Next question. You ever got to sit in the studio with any of the artists, a bit like Youngboy? I knew.
Nah, and I don't really
want to.
Nah, I don't really want to. It's like I had chances too, and I really don't want to, because it seemed like everybody who I know who have had them opportunities, at some point something happened. You know what I'm saying, between them or the person, or it be their entourage, or something happened, and I don't even want a chance to fall out with them. I just the work relationship good. I'ma just let's
leave it like that. I feel the same way. I like a lot of my favorite artists. I don't know if I want to meet them. I love them as an artist, but I might not like them as a person.
Then it's vice versa too. Like I'm noticing, like there's some artists whose music I really don't listen to, but they cool people now. I know it's like they just be cool people. Like that might be how you got in this position. Like just a cool ass nigga, man. Roll good blunts and shit. Got good weed.
The beat Danger, was it originally somebody else's? That for Youngboy?
Nah, really, I made that for Youngboy and sent it to Youngboy.
You sent it to Youngboy?
Yeah. Because that was like after Pour One happened, and you know his people reached out like, you got some more, and
you made it right then and there, or that was some shit you guys said?
It was like, cause I was sending beats to like where I thought his sound should be going, type shit, and then I was like, damn, he ain't using none of these. I sent like 2 packs, he ain't using none of them.
Damn.
And then I'm like, damn, let me. So what I did was I went back to Pour One, and if you go listen to the 2, the drum pattern's exactly the same. Exactly the same. The Pour One just spelled up. It's like spelled up. The tempo faster, but if you listen to it, it got piano, guitar, and the drum pattern the same. So I went and did the same thing I did on Pour One, just in a different way, like a little more amped up.
Tweet up.
See, like, damn, let me see if this worked. And I did it, and it worked.
So that'd be the, when they say like, if he don't use a beat, do that be the artist saying like, nah, I don't ain't feeling that, or that be like
really, it depends on, because some artists they get the beat sent to them, like, and they pick them. Some artists have like a person who get all the producers to send shit, and they put a pack together from all the producers what they think the best. I think that's like, I know Youngboy used that method at one point. So yeah, it'd be different artists.
Do you like, say you sent 2 packs? I don't know how it works. Do you get to use them beats again? Can you send them packs to somebody else?
After a certain amount. Before I used to like not do it. I just sit down and wait to see what happened. But now, after a certain amount of time, they go.
Send them.
Yeah, they go. Because really, Calabasas, somebody else had Calabasas. My boy Space John Bone, we got more work coming. So shout out my boy from Alabama. But he had that. But he had a label situation, like I don't know, like some shit with his label. And they ended up dropping it, so I ended up sending that shit to Rod. And
you don't feel no type of way about it? Nah. So when you think of Tampa producers, you get 2 names, super, like I feel like y'all super producers in y'all own rights. Gitt Fai, DJ Swift. How's your relationship with DJ Swift?
That's my boy.
That's your boy?
That's my boy. Cause shit, like really, that was my dog before he was even producing. You know what I'm saying? He was like doing graphics and shit. And
yeah, I think I heard him say that.
Yeah, he turned up on the production, like at a point where I ain't really know what to do. You feel me? Like as far as from my knowledge and what I knew at the time, I was like trying to figure it out. And it was like it seemed like what he gained from doing graphics or whatever, like networking with graphics, he used that on the beats and just turned up and showed like me even a new way to even like market yourself and market the beats and shit, and how big it could go. Like damn, like it was motivating, because really it could have went 2 ways. I could have felt sour about it, or you know what I'm saying, or let it motivate me, and that's what I did. I let it motivate me, and he ended up being like the one to kind of reach back the hand and bring nigga up.
Shout out DJ Swift.
Yes sir. Shout out DJ Swift, man, real nigga.
What is Skroll Music?
Skroll Music is street music made by Tampa people. People from Tampa making street music. That's really what it is, and it evolved from crank music. Put it like that. It evolved from crank music. That was the old form of it. Like back before, you used to have like people saying Sanchez or Crank With It or City Boy. Like they're telling you the dance to do. You know
but you put the label on it, like, nah, this is what it is.
But nah, the difference is not, it's the same. Like it got the elements of Crank, but the bass hit a little hard on it. And it's street. Like if you hear the first words on I'm So Tampa, one time for the killers and drugs, you know what I'm saying? Over East, a street song. You know what I'm saying? He talking about his hood. So it's the Crank elements. So really what was going on before, it was Crank music, it was a Gitt side and Trigger City. Gitt City and Trigger City, and that's what the toss-up was. But really, Tampa is both together, really. Yep. Like the nigga dancing at the party would be the same one, shoot that bitch up. That's how it go here. You know what I'm saying? So it was another, like niggas was trying to hide from it, like all that shit and feel bad about it. But nah, man, that's who he is. Like really how we came up. So people really love that music. So you put it out there in the right way, it's gonna go.
OV's taking over the streets right now.
The name come from Tom G. You know, Tom G. Skroll Music. Yeah. And really, I think why Tom been like the biggest artist we ever seen, because he know how to be a like a medium between the both. He know how to have the street music. He know how to take it to the club. Yeah, all that. He know how to be right in the middle of it, and that's why he had success here, and that's what worked here. You know what I'm saying? So why not take that, the genre, model our music after that?
But to the people that don't know, the Skroll is the trap, the street that in Tampa, that the Skroll is.
That's
the trap.
Where everybody real. Like if you ask niggas where they from, 9 times out of 10 they gonna say a street name, or they got a street to identify with. That's the Skroll. That's the
Skroll.
You know what I'm saying? That's where they make their money at.
Do more Tampa artists need to tap in with you to get this sound buzzing?
I feel like, cause really it's more producers doing it too. Like since I actually put a name on it, and I really appreciate that people even trust me to name it. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's like a big thing, really. But people been hitting me up like young producers. This sounds straight. This is like a Skroll type beat. Like this like shit. Really, I send you the little packs I use. Really, I be telling them I be sending all type of shit to them. And really, cause I'm trying to get different people to do it. So why? So
it's a spread.
Spread out.
Pandemic on it. Would it upset you if no artist want to jump on it? No Tampa artist be like, nah, man, I ain't really that.
I jump on it and use it if nobody want to use it. But it's in us like the same way with New Orleans Bounce. That's how I parallel it to that. Like the same way it was street artists doing that, but then it kind of drifted into something else. Like Manifest took that and made the whole Cash Money sound. I see that happening with it. So even it don't have to be like everybody needs to make this fast music or need to do this, like it needs to do what it's doing right now, like breakthrough, like the same way Buck got signed with it. He got signed using this sound. Like it's the other artists who got signed in the city, but he's the first that I know of, at least, that got signed using that sound. You know what I'm saying?
What OV says a street record. So my debate was two-step too, but my debate was when you thought about Gitt City, when I put up the Instagram post, Gitt City versus drill, I can't ride in the car and listen to a dancing song, but when Tay Bay hit Over East, I can ride to that.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I look at Skroll. Right. That's the difference between Crank and Skroll. It's like it evolved from that. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Got the elements of it. It might have the backgrounds and the doom diddy all that type of shit, but it's the bass gonna hit harder and he gonna talk that street shit. So it ain't Sanchez, Crank, all that. No, it ain't that no more. I can't ride and listen to that either.
I can't do it.
But if he talking about something and got some, got a good wordplay, and then they voice got to match it too. I don't know, like if you pay attention, Tay Bay and Buck voice, they kind of similar. It cut on the track. Because they got deep voices, but all the sounds and the beat are light as fuck. The James Brown, all that, it all like it's kind of high, it's like high pitched.
And so that's the bring the difference.
It's balance it out. So
that's what artists in the city you had a ideal you wanted to do when you thought about Skroll? I'm finna do Skroll. What is it? Any artist besides Tape?
Tape and Tom. Really, Tom had that beat first.
Yeah.
But he I don't really know what happened. I told you I don't be waiting. He said he told me he wanted to use it, but he was like I don't know. It was like 2-3 months passed, and he didn't use it. And I seen like stuff in the open back up, so I was like, "Hey, take boom, 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 boom." Yeah.
Is it? Do you send a lot of beats out to artists, right? Cool. Has an artist never handled business on the track you send them? Has an artist ever got on that and you like, damn, what is that?
Oh hell yeah, all the time. I hear that a lot. But then them ones who, but sometimes it's just not my thing. You feel me?
Not your taste in music.
Yeah, like, cause it been songs that like doing well, but I don't really listen to it. So really, I don't judge it. You feel me? Really, I try to listen to it like effort, or you know what I'm saying? Like, if I feel like they actually tried or they actually took it serious. But more recently, I've been getting better songs. The ones that was more like whatever, it was more like one. Couple years ago, but more recently the song's been getting better because it seems like people been like taking it more serious. Like, I got to do good on this track.
Describe Tampa music scene. I don't know what it is, but it's like seeing like the last few years we've been getting artists after artists. Yeah. Like, it's been more. Describe the Tampa music scene.
I feel like it's developing. Really, it ain't been no. It's been an undeveloped market for a minute. It wasn't no infrastructure and for that reason, it seemed like people didn't believe it was even possible to make it out. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't even worth it to put money into it. So now it seemed like with things that's going on, first it was people just popping, like songs popping off, like the I'm So Tampa and stuff, make people believe it's like, okay, this can happen, okay. And so now you seeing different artists taking it serious, putting more money into it, investing in themselves. So now it's becoming a real scene. Now you got different people like. On every side of town, I could point out somebody who on this shit. Like, for real. Yeah. And I fuck with it.
So I first got on, I didn't even know you was a producer. I first got on to you in high school from my homie Trey from the east side of town. And you had a song.
Don't mean shit.
Don't mean shit. Mm-hmm. Crazy in the streets. Which one you like better, producing or rapping?
They equal, really.
Yeah,
like, cause they go hand in hand for me. Like, even though I ain't dropped music since I got a placement, really, like, I ain't never stopped recording. Like, they go hand in hand. Like, as I've become better as a producer, it's really cause the other side too. And as I get better as a producer, I get better as an artist. Like, it just I feel like the city needed me more as a producer right now. Like, I could help the city more as a producer.
I got a question from Stacks813 of IG. He said, when you gonna start back rapping, and do you have any projects dropping?
Out of all people, this nigga asked you that shit. You know what that is, man?
I don't know what that is, but he wrote me. He said, ask Gittfai that.
That's the nigga who owned this label with me.
Straight over.
He know the answer to those questions.
He just wanted to hear it.
Yeah, I guess he wanted to make sure I talk about that. But the answer to that question is I got some shit done right now. I got 2 projects done right now. I've been working on them quietly for the whole time. Like, really, a lot of these songs you see happen has been me working on a compilation. And Tay Over East was gonna be the lead singer, but I'm letting them roll with that, do what they gonna do with that. But the compilation done. Even without that, it's still that bit hard, like hard. I got damn near everybody on that bit.
Skroll.
Yeah.
It's all Skroll.
Yeah, it's all Skroll, but it's like different elements. Like, I got some like R&B artists on it. I got some alternative people on it. Like, I got different shit together, but everybody on that. Dread, fucking Tampa Tony, not Tampa Tony, but fucking what the nigga name is.
I mean, we do got the Tampa. I would say we do got the Tampa Tony.
I was say Tom G on that bill, but it's a Tampa Tony sample on that bill. I'm almost spilled the beans on something on accident. That's why I had to catch myself.
So I first heard about this story. I didn't know you were when I heard about the story in 2015. Is it Is it the Pour Up or is it the Danger Beat?
With the Pour One.
Pour One?
The first one, yeah.
Pour Up. But it's a story in 2015, I want to say. It might be a rumor, so we're going to clear it now. They say you was homeless when you made this beat.
Well, I wasn't exactly homeless. I was homeless for the night. Shit.
Homeless for the night.
Yeah, damn. I ain't gonna lie, I was doing the wrong things in life. And and my name wasn't on the lease, and you can't do that out here. Just for advice. You live right if your name ain't on that lease, man.
Oh, yeah, you got to get out.
Yeah. So I got caught up, fell asleep with my phone unlocked and all that. Woke up, got smoke on. You know what I'm saying? I just had to get out that night. But what I did, I took my laptop and, and tried to go get a room somewhere. I ain't have enough. I got paid the next day. That thing about it. Like, the day before you get paid, I'd be like, man. So I was like, fuck it. I ain't even, my partner wasn't picking up the phone. I was finna go crash at his spot. Then the girl I got caught up with, she wasn't fucking with me. I'm like, damn, this shit just bad, bro. Like, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just crash in the parking lot at Red Roof then, fuck it. So I did that. I sat in the car, put the laptop up, fucking with different shit. I ain't had a keyboard, so I was going through like different little chops and shit. Chopped up the sample on them. Then start the beat, but I made the beat in the car.
What song?
Pour One. Yeah.
Damn, that's hard.
Pour One.
That's
it was initially my beat for my song, but yeah, it ended up being Pour One. Yeah.
That's hard. I mean, I heard that as a rumor, and I was like, I'm finna interview him. So
yeah,
let me clear the air on that.
I was for that night, man. But really, what was crazy about it, because it was a victory already before Youngboy got on it. It was like it was my favorite song on my last project I dropped, in 2017, top of 2017. I dropped the project Suited Up 4, and that was a song called Tampa Classic. On that song, we're talking about something got to give. Like, I say, what's the chances of a Tampa nigga making? It's a cut from a different cloth and they ain't making that fabric. What's the chances of a Tampa nigga taking? Damn, I can't remember my lyrics. Cut from a different cloth and they ain't making that fabric. What's the chances of a Tampa nigga making it classic? Same chances of a Florida nigga making it rapping. Phase on from up the street, bitch, I'm making it happen. That's what I say in that song.
My boy need to get back in the booth.
You feel me? I ain't need a booth. You gotta hear new shit. You know what I'm saying is in that song, that's the whole theme of the song. Something gotta give. But it went. That's before Florida even, before Kodak even was like big like that. Like he was coming up, but I was like, it's the same chance of. That's why I said same chance of a Florida nigga making it rapping. That was like not a thing at the time like that. You know what I'm saying? So now to see that shit actually happen and that song end up being a placement and then they end up catapulting me to be able to help the Florida scene be where it need to be. Like, that shit crazy.
That shit true.
That shit give me chill listening to that shit, man.
That's hard. That's too hard, dude.
Too hard.
Do you put your trials and tribulation in your producing? I know you can put it in your rap, but can you put a trial and tribulation feeling into a producing, like what you been through?
Listen to Pour One, that'd be a crime. There's some pain in that bit. That's where it come from. Like, I was just sitting there listening to like the guitars for a minute, just like I felt that in that moment. You feel me? Like I just had them on repeat for a minute, just sitting there like, damn, I feel this. And that's how I ended up coming to my song. But then to see Youngboy end up getting on that bit like that, like, and he felt like he put like some real ass shit on it. Yeah, so like,
you had to feel that shit too.
Yeah, it's crazy that it transferred like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do put different feelings into the beats. Like, even for example, after when I made I'm So Tampa, I made that beat right after I left the City Boy video shoot. So Tom G, like when everybody out there, that was the most slight shit I ever seen in the city.
Yeah, that was a big.
You feel me? I'm out there like the whole time I'm feeling like, damn, I'm so glad to be from Tampa. Like, I want to make some shit to make bitch feel just like this, like I feel right now. And went there, and first I was like, what could what sound like Tampa the most? And it was that Chub Rock.
Yeah.
And, what happened? The next day I posted that bit with the nigga Buster cranking to that bit. You know what I'm saying? I posted it's still on my page. But next day after the video shoot, I had posted that bit. Like, bro, I'm happy to be from here. Like, bro, I'm proud of this shit.
I ain't gonna lie, just to see the placements of Buck getting signed. I've been waiting for us to blow. I feel like, cause I feel the same way you feel. We got artists here that really be jamming.
Yeah,
I really be tapped in with Skate, G, Oso, KD dropped the song that bit hard. Like, we really got artists here. So I feel the same way you feel about the team. We just need. I feel
like it's going the way it's supposed to go. Like, I feel like everything falling in place. Like, I feel like if people still having that conversation of what Tampa need and what Tampa that, then you ain't paying attention. Like you just ain't up on what's going on because we got. I've been doing music for a minute, like for a while, and it went from like before the Gitt day where everybody was Gitt, you know what I'm saying? Like the MySpace and all that with Gitt Cam and all that was popping and Young Breed and all that shit, Dirty Game and all that whole era. That was the last time I seen the music scene for real in Tampa. After that, it died off, and then Tom was popping again in that second wave he had, and then Tay Bay, and then Luke Kane had a little way. Like it was like sparing. You could name one person at a time who was kind of popping, but now it's different people.
We got a bunch on hot.
So I like a lot of people like young. I know these Jits don't know like they don't even know nothing different, so they don't know even like. But I appreciate this shit. Like this shit crazy to me. Like
I fuck this shit too. Do you have any influences in the music? Like anybody that influenced you?
Yeah. Like, Manny Fresh, for one. Like just the whole thing he did with the bounce sound. Like that's my mission. Like with this Skroll Music. Then different people like Kanye. As far as like musically, like they do the genius where he take it musically, like or be taking it or took it, all that like they do the genius. So I try to take it there. I don't try to just do exactly what they do, but the thought to take it the way they took it. You know what I'm saying? To be that creative, I be influenced by that.
So them be the top two producers you'll want to work with.
Yeah, out of the older producers, yeah, or No ID, or yeah, them.
3.
But then newer producers, I probably want to work with Jetson. Jetson made it.
Yeah.
Baby, he did a lot of baby stuff. Yeah. That was popping because by that 808, crazy on that. Look at his computer, see how you do it.
I be tapped in with a lot of your music. Explain this to me. It'll be you'll hear Your Tide, Just Been On The Way, then DJ Swift, and then somebody else. How do y'all? Like how did that come? Like on the beat, like do all 3 of y'all have a part in the track?
Yeah, if you hear somebody tag on, they better have a part in the track. But yeah, a lot of times one person will be doing the drums, one person will do the like keys or something, and another person will do like guitars or some shit.
How the collabs happen? Cause you got some. I can't even think of them off the top of my head, but you got some big like producers that you done collab with. Yeah,
like they be happening in different ways, but mostly the producer community more like connected than the rappers way more than rappers. It's like night and day. The producer community, like as soon as I got my first placement, it's like they embraced me, like you one of us. Come on.
That's hard.
Then Danger, kind of steam into it a little more, and then as they go on, like they don't really, I don't know. It seems like rappers still be like they don't know how to value a producer, but producers do. Like they
probably because they knew the steps you had to take to get here. They probably know it ain't easy either.
Yeah, they know for sure. So it's like we more connected. It'll be like, and it seems like producers don't too much care for followers either. Like on IG,
yeah, they don't.
Other people do. Like a lot of other people do, but producers you can have like. Been 1,000 followers, and then it'd be a producer. Like for instance, I had like 2,000 followers. It was the dude who did that. It was something he did on that fucking Future and Young Thug project. All the smoke, we won't smoke. Whatever.
Yeah.
It was something about smoke.
All the smoke. Yeah.
That song. The nigga who produced that, he was on my page commenting, liking shit. I'm like, what the fuck? That was my first thing. Like, damn, this is really him. But yeah, like. Different shit like that show me that stuff like that just keep going. It showed me kind of like tap in with these younger people, like with these smaller producers. Like some of the people I collab with don't even have 1,000 followers, bro. Like some of the guitarists and piano players and shit I be rocking with, and they don't be from here. They be from DC, Netherlands, all type of shit, and we just be knocking shit out.
That's hard. How the core team been? It been slowing up anything with the music or not? Not really.
But as far as artists dropping music, yeah, but it kind of pick shit up for me because everybody been sitting at the house working on their shit, and me, I already cook up shit at the house, so it ain't really changed nothing for me. I was already in place. Now everybody just hitting me up and need shit, so I'm just right there.
You already loaded.
Yeah, it working. It's working for me.
That's hard. I got 2 questions, man. 3 questions really. What's the best advice you ever got so far?
When you can't get in touch with anybody, make yourself somebody to get in touch with.
Ooh, that's hard. Who told you that? That's hard.
Reese, Tay Bay manager.
I need to write
she
that
told
down.
me that, and that's crazy how I didn't even think about that. Like, to right now saying it out loud. She told me that in 2012 or 13, one of them.
That's hard. What's the worst advice you done got?
Give up.
Damn, somebody told you to.
Yeah. They told straight up, get that shit up. Like, you tripping. Give it up.
You still around them now? I know they looking crazy.
I don't want to tell you who it was. It's crazy. They'll blow your mind to tell you who it was.
Damn, that's fucked up. What's the biggest challenge you done faced?
That. Right now.
Somebody telling you to give up?
It was a family member. A close family member. Like, but in that, they didn't believe in me. It was like, they said it from a place of love. Like, be more practical type shit. Like they want me to be straight, want me to be able to feed my kids no matter what, if the song blow up or not type shit. You know what I'm saying? So even though what's hard about it is I'm getting what they saying, and I even trust their opinions. But
so it made you think on it a little bit.
Nah.
No?
Hell no.
No?
No? Nah, it's just that I know they love me. I know that person love me for real, you feel me? But I'm gonna put out, it's my mama. It was my mama. But
well, that's
right. So it's different. So what's hard about it is knowing, okay, I know she's standing from a place of love, but I also know what's going on. You feel me? Like
she ain't tapped in.
She ain't tapped in, and that's another thing that bothers me. Like I thought she should have been tapped in a little more at the time, but since then, it's straight. Like everything straight. That was right before I'm So Tampa.
Ooh.
So it was after the bigger shit. But it wasn't like in front of like home. Like she wasn't hearing the songs and shit riding around. It wasn't on the radio yet, none of that. So it was before that. But not since then. It's like, okay, I think it was more okay. I see you.
Gotcha.
Which is backwards to me, but hey, whatever it takes.
Back from break, Cityspeakspodcast. I'm still with my guy Gitt Fai.
What's happening?
Do you think the placement of Rodwave, the name, the buzz Tay Bay got? Tom still out here doing his thing. Tom G. Buck just got signed. You think that bring eyes to the city? Like, you need to tap in?
Yeah, it bring, well, with the names you mentioned, it bring eyes to the region, Central Florida, period. Because really, outside of here, when I'm speaking to, like, people from labels and shit, they don't ever say Tampa or St. Pete. They say Central Florida.
Central Florida.
Like, and they speak my deal sound, the Orlando scene and all that together. Like, that's what they looking at, this whole market together. So, with Orlando popping, like they is already, like with Glock 9 popping off and Pootie with a hit right now. Like when they be speaking, they were speaking about the potential of this region. You know what I'm saying? So to see stuff popping off, I know they finna just come start snatching up people. Like
it's hard.
Very soon. Like they finna.
What's some? I know you real tapped in with the artists. What's some artists we need to, or that you see like from the blue?
Oso.
Broke ain't for me.
That nigga got some shit. Like, Tampa Florida. That nigga got some shit. I just want, bro, my only advice to bro be make shit on videos glad, cause they need to be like looking at Drake videos or whoever the fuck, like anybody, whoever the hottest, they need to be able to put them your shit next to their shit.
Cause that name like, already gonna bring.
No, I'm talking like for real, I'm talking about. His shit already jamming like that to that. Not only comparing to Drake. No, I'm saying that crazy. What I'm saying is, it don't matter who the hottest in the game or whatever you thinking. Your shit need to be able to be looked at next to that shit and then not look like you an amateur. You feel me? Because the quality of the music is strong. You feel me? And that's what a lot of people in the city. I feel like the presentation of the shit need to be at the top quality it could be. Because the music, niggas handling their job on the music part right now.
Gotcha. How important is a producer? And what do a producer actually do? What do they actually do?
I feel like producers very important nowadays, especially with like everything being so like consumer friendly, or like user friendly, like because you know people just get beats from YouTube and shit. Like a lot of people they own producer, they only got they own or they homeboys to critique anything. But when I'm in the studio with somebody, I can actually give advice or pointers from a musical background, real trained ear. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why it's important. And then what the producer actually does, I think the producer, rather than a beat maker, Cause I think that's the two things. Some people just make beats and they just great beat makers and that's it. But some people produce and they can't make beats at all. They just guide a beat maker to make a hit. You know what I'm saying? If you like, for instance, like Diddy don't play any instruments, but he'll come play the musician, so to speak. He'll tell them, oh, I hear this, or do that. Khaled, the same thing. They still producers. So
you don't need no musical instrument knowledge to be a producer?
Nah, not technical. Nah, you need to have a dope ear.
Okay, that's hard.
A dope ear. But if you could bring the two together, like what in cases with most people you hear and say they're a producer, like anybody besides those two people, really. It's kind of a both. Like they make the beat and they can see the track through the end, like to make sure it's a hit, or put together a body of work, and that's another thing. Like producers can do. Like I feel like a producer does. They put together a cohesive project, whether it's an EP or a full body of work.
I might need to be a producer because I can't play no instrument. How do you, to an upcoming producer, how do you format like your prices for a beat? Like how do you be like, I need such and such for this? Or
really, I don't, man.
Is it a set? Like
it's hard to say. Really, I'd say if you just starting out, your beat should be like $50, $25, $50, like for lease type shit, whatever. Then you could, and I think just go up from there, double up every time you get something happen, like something hot happen. Double up.
Okay, so looking at the shirt, Straight Pressure, that's your label, right?
That's the label.
Who on the label?
Right now it's me, Stites, Nate Neptune, and then we got producers. I got Swish Bangers, Aura, this boy from DC, like 14, 15, like young, but he raw. I got like and a couple other producers who we got on the team, but that's really what I want to do. First, I want to get like the infrastructure of it right, like you feel me. So any artist, new artist that I come grab, like we got everything in play for you. Like I got a graphic design artist who dope as fuck, Colin. I got Addy, who like probably the rawest visual artist in the city right now. You feel me? Addy Visuals, check him out. He dope. So that's who we like tapped in. Like the foundation of the label is what I was focused on. The music, like so the beats there. Then if you need a video, you know what I'm saying, all that type of shit. So really, like if I had to compare, I don't like to compare, but if I had to compare, it's like I was trying to build a QC situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, but here.
Hard too. They're taking over. What made you want to start a label? Sound like a lot of work.
Really, the goal. This been the goal. Like I started Straight Press. Like I came up with it in 2009, and I've been trying to figure out like the best way to do it the whole time because I seen value in the city. Like I seen value, and then I came up with the plan. Like because you know how it seemed like nobody I know has any type of wealth, like generational wealth. Like nobody was really passed down anything from family member to family member. So I figured, like, if I could help somebody in each hood in the city get like either successfully independent as an artist or get signed, then I could potentially make that person could potentially become a millionaire.
Whole family on.
Yeah, they could potentially become a millionaire and be able to put his partners on his home, but that hood has a source of income. If I could do that in every hood in the city, then it boosts the whole city up. You feel me? And it ain't far fetched because look what's going on with Buck. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that going in every at least one person in each hood, then you got the trickle down effect and the whole city eating.
That's hard. Would you? Because do producers get signed to major labels, right?
Yeah.
Would you get? No. Straight pressure.
Yeah. Independent. Unless they bind to the whole label. They got to bind to the whole situation.
Type of a partnership.
But even with that, it got to make sense. They got to drop a big bag, like, cause it ain't really worth it. Like I got this shit down to the science now. Like
they got to come talking right.
Like, it's the reason these songs I produce be popping off. Like it's the formula behind this shit. Like for real. Like on Waterboy, like when they had the playbook. I don't know if you seen the movie Waterboy, but they had the playbook. we Straight Pressure got a playbook. Like for real, and I've been using it, producing for other people all this time. So the stuff you see popping up, this ain't by accident or chance. It's like a real formula behind
science
it.
Behind it. You got this shit down pat.
And it took 10 years to create that motherfucking playbook.
What advice would you give an upcoming producer?
I would say brand yourself. Brand yourself, like, so even if you don't have a song pop off tomorrow or next week, like after the last song you got cold, if your tag or your branding or people identify with you, you could get something else popping. Like everywhere I go, somebody Gitt Fai on the way. If I click on somebody live, they Gitt Fai on the way. They attach to that more than the song. Like at first it was songs, but then it kind of built up towards they just they know it's me now. To the point where you get to like Tay Bay saying my name in the song now, like so now it's going even further. So I feel like if you brand yourself, you'll be straight. Like you'll be good. Like even with the songs, like make sure you promoting the song like it's yours, like because it is yours.
It is yours.
Like that's your baby too. You know what I'm saying? Like so, make sure you attach yourself to each thing and brand yourself with it, and also find a niche. Like find you something that people could come to you for. Mm-hmm. Like that they can't really get from nobody else. Like that's what Skroll was for me. Like you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what worked. Cause if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't really know no up from down right now. It wouldn't be no difference with my shit and nobody else shit. You know what I'm saying? You go to anybody for beats.
So what's next? What's next for Straight Pressure, Gitt Fai?
What's next is building trust in the people. Like you know what I'm saying? Like same way I did with production. Like now when people see my name attached to something, they expect it to be hot. Mm-hmm. So I had to build that up through consistency as a producer and putting out hot shit. So I'm doing that as an artist now. Now that I got it rolling and my website up, so you could go there if you need beats and all that. You don't have to exactly come to me.
It's up.
You don't have to. So what I'm doing right now is focusing on me as an artist, so I can the same way I'm making moves as a producer. And like doing different things to try to push the city forward, I could try to do that as an artist and be a voice, even a voice for not only the city but producers also. Because in my music now, it's more like producer oriented. Like it's like you could tell I'm a producer, like rapping.
Would that be hard to balance, you being a rapper and a producer?
Yeah, nah, they go hand in hand. They sharpen each other. Like that's what I'm saying. I haven't stopped. I recorded more than I ever recorded, and this time where my production been getting more attention. Like I ain't dropped it lately, but I record damn near every day. I got so much shit, bro. Like the project I'm dropping, I got a project called Street Kanye on the way, EP.
Street Kanye. Oh, that's hard, cause Kanye and what? Blood of G, what he thought? He went church, nah. So Street Kanye,
man. That's what's going on.
What's the date? We ain't got a date for it yet.
8/13.
Hard. 8/13. Tampa Bay.
And no dropping. Probably the compilation same day, maybe.
So is it on you? Any features?
It's mostly me.
Mostly you.
Mostly me. And I'm trying to clear this one feature that we're waiting on. That's really why it ain't dropped yet though. Really, I plan on dropping it before the quarantine happened. But I got a big feature that,
it's all your production?
Yeah. All my production. Like, and I was saying like it's stuff on sound on there. Like I'm producing. Like for instance on one song I say I just play for keeps, ain't no love in these streets. Niggas say they want to beat, but they can't pay the fee. I need me a quarter key. That's before royalties. Let the bike in, drop in the account quarterly. I was like, that's producer. Same way a nigga would talk dope. I'm talking about producer. I need a quarter key before royalties. Then let the bike in, drop in my account quarterly. You feel me? Like, know what I'm saying? So, I feel like I could push in there, and then soon what you'll see is more people producing for themselves. You know what I'm saying? More producers rapping. It don't look like that question you asked, like, would it hurt each other? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that wouldn't even be a question no more. Like people know, like because you got people like Kanye and Travis Scott and different people who showed you, but it's still that thing like maybe
Quavo producer,
different shit like that, but it's still a thing where people like I don't know, he a producer, I don't know if he's but
they said okay, I
killing that to the point where you gonna see people just coming out and it's gonna be you don't make your own beats, like what the fuck, like you the same way like I was saying the thing I did earlier. Before, people used to always write their raps. Mm-hmm. That was the thing. It was like, you don't write your raps at the time, but Wayne was doing it. Not nobody write their raps. So now you in the studio writing, nigga be like, you writing? The same way, I feel like it'd be like, you don't make your beats? I thought everybody made their own beats. It's going to get them. I'm trying to tell you.
But is there anything before you touched on, one thing you want to touch on before we get out of here?
I think we touched on everything, man. You doing your thing, man.
Yes,
shit. Now, last thing is pretty much. I appreciate you having me. Appreciate this platform.
Appreciate you,
know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the platform. Like this. I feel like the city need this right here. I feel like they need people like you. Like you know what I'm saying? Because everybody at one point wanted to be a rapper, but the people smart enough to know like we need it over here too. You feel me?
I knew from the beginning. I'm finna go be a podcaster. I can't rap.
Yeah, and then like I said, even QC, the QC media stuff like that. Like I see that's forming in the city too. We need that. You feel me? We need that type of shit.
Starting to see a lot of shout out Compound.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of that's coming out. I'm fucking with them.
Bridging the route. I fuck with their situation too. They doing their thing like it's different. A few different ones, man. Like I'm tell everybody, keep that shit up. Keep it going, man. Keep it going. Keep it going. Try to elevate whatever you doing. Videographers try to shoot better videos. Producers try to make better beats. Artists try to make hits. You know what I'm saying? Make better music. Put you in the music a little more. Whatever you doing, try to take that shit to the next level, because it's a lot of money coming to the city real soon. Y'all should already know that. There's a lot of money here now. We ain't gonna speak on that, but you feel me? It's some legit money coming to the city very soon, and you know what I'm saying? I want everybody to be in place to get it. You feel me? Tom Brady bringing a lot of money to the city.
Mm-hmm. A lot of eyes.
Need to be in, a lot of eyes, a lot of money, a lot of everything. And the city was already on its way to being, you see the changes being made. They trying to make it a big city. So we could roll right into that. That's what I seen. That's what motivated me. I said, I'm finna just roll right into it.
Yep.
Fuck that.
While they rolling, we rolling.
So everybody elevate what you doing, shit. Because I'm going to do the same thing. I'm doing the same, man. If you don't, I'm just going to keep doing, you know what I'm saying? Well, everybody elevate. That's the last thing I want to say.
Yeah, I appreciate you for coming through. Another episode of Cityspeakspodcast. Gitt Fai. We out here. Cityspeakspodcast. Podcast.